George Bugs Moran, born Adelard Cunin on August 21, 1893, in St. Paul, Minnesota, became one of Chicago's most notorious gangsters during the Prohibition era. Nicknamed Bugs due to his volatile temper and erratic behavior, Moran would grow to become a prominent figure in the city's criminal underworld. His parents, French immigrants, could not have predicted the infamy their son would achieve. Moran dropped out of school at age 18 and swiftly turned to a life of crime, engaging in petty theft and burglary. By his early 20s, he had relocated to Chicago, where petty theft evolved into bootlegging, gambling, and a litany of other illicit activities. By the mid-1920s, Moran had risen to prominence within the North Side Gang, a powerful organization that rivaled Al Capone's South Side Gang. The rivalry between Moran and Capone was fierce and often violent. Moran's operation was a direct threat to Capone's empire, leading to numerous violent confrontations. The enmity between the two culminated in one of the most infamous events in organized crime history, the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. On February 14, 1929, 7 members of Moran's gang were lined up and shot by men dressed as police officers in a North Side garage. While Moran himself narrowly escaped, the massacre dealt a significant blow to his power and reputation. Following the massacre, Moran's control over his territories waned. Various factors, including increased law enforcement pressure and internal dissent, significantly weakened his gang. Despite numerous efforts to rebuild, Moran's influence and operations never regained their former might. As Prohibition ended in 1933, Moran's fortunes declined further. He became involved in smaller, less profitable criminal endeavors and faced multiple arrests and convictions over the ensuing decades. In 1946, he was convicted of bank robbery, marking the final significant chapter in his operational career in organized crime. Moran's later years were spent far from the power and opulence he once commanded. He was incarcerated in Leavenworth Federal Penitentiary and later transferred to the Federal Correctional Institution in Terre Haute, Indiana. George Bugs Moran died of lung cancer on February 25, 1957, within the walls of prison, a stark contrast to his earlier, deadly reign over Chicago's underworld. Moran's life and crimes remain a stark embodiment of the ruthless gangster era of the 1920s and 1930s, his legacy forever intertwined with the violent lore of Prohibition-era Chicago. Despite his ultimate downfall, Bugs Moran's name endures as a symbol of gangland brutality and the turbulent quest for dominance in the criminal underworld.